club open. I said, you'll get down here. And he said, why? I said, if you want the club open tonight, you'll get down here. I'm not going back in there by myself. He said, all right, I'm on my way. So he came down. And he was talking to me all the way up the hall, and I didn't pay a bit of attention to what he was saying. I was looking. And he come in, he says, why ain't you got the heat turned on? I said, Bobby, I turned every heat on in here. And he come over, and they turned that one off.
Is he in denial about this place?
Mm-hmm. Me, myself, I think Bobby was reincarnated.
What do you mean?
Because his name's the same as something.
Robert Raymond.
Yeah.
Robert Randall.
Or Randall. I knew that sounded funny.
That's not why I think it. Why I think it is because when he bought this place, he could tell you where every room was in this building and never been inside of it.
No kidding. Maybe that's why he's in denial. You know, he's already been here before.
How could he be in denial? All that stuff that happened to his wife.
Yeah, I know.
What all happened to his wife exactly?
She was pushed down the steps when she was 5 months pregnant.
That's okay.
Here?
Mm-hmm. And then back in the kitchen area, she was washing glasses and stuff, and they just took her head and pushed it in the sink, and blood just poured out of it, out of the faucet.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty intense. And she's never been back since, right?
Oh,
Is it you?
She's passed away now.
Oh, did she?
She passed away last year.
Oh, wow.
She had a ladder thrown at her.
I wonder why they were made so mean to her.
It seems like it's the wives.
And they do not like pregnant people at all.
How do these things even know you're pregnant?
I don't know, but they do. I had a group. They come in around Halloween every year.
Nice.
It's senior citizens.
Yeah.
It's
And they
resetting
bring
itself.
their grandkids and their daughters and sons and all. One was pregnant. And I advised her not to go downstairs. And she did. But when I went inside the basement, I went to turn the lights on. None of the lights would come on. And as soon as that girl that was pregnant walked out of the basement, all the lights came on.
Wow.
They don't like psychics either.
Really? Yeah, these guys don't like anything.
I kid you not, you might think I'm lying about this, but I'm not. A guy used to do these with me that used to come here all the time. He was a regular here. And he used to come down here and stay because he never did want me coming in here staying by myself and stuff. And he always come to keep me company. And we had a benefit in here on a Sunday. And he was sitting right there. And this stuff just started falling from the ceiling. He looked up and there was nothing up there. And then his phone started ringing. So he went to answer his phone and it said from Bobby Mackey's.
No way.
And he asked me, he said, Donna, he says, where are the phones? I said, one's there and the other one's locked in the room back there. Why? He said, I just got a call here from Bobby Mackey's. I said, Tom, you're hallucinating. Nobody called you from Bobby Mackey's here. And then a few minutes later, it rang, and it had 6666 all the way across it.
You know what's so weird?
Oh my God, yeah.
When we saw the sign, as soon as we crossed where it said Wilder, our odometer was at 666. And she's been seeing it.
It's been following me everywhere.
Multiples of 6 the whole time. But she said that, and I was like, no way. And it was. His phone said 666.
So the last band we had, they're like they're not rock, but they're a hard country.
Mm-hmm.
And they like to jump around and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they started playing. and his phone rang. He was standing down there then, because he didn't move from this spot. And he's standing down there, and his phone rang, and he went to answer it, and it went into voicemail. And so he checked his voicemail, and it had on there from a woman, "Get them out of here."
Oh my God.
Wow.
That was the guy in the band or your friend?
My friend.
Oh my God. She didn't like their jumping around.
And then on a Wednesday night, he got a phone call from Bobby
I'm
Mackey's.
glad to bring my phone in.
He got a phone call from Bobby Mackey's, and it was a girl. I had a conversation with him and everything. So he hung up and he called the club. And my maintenance guy was here, and he says, "Matt, what girl's down there?" And he said, "None. I'm the only one here." And he said, "I just got a phone call from Bobby Mackey's, and it was a girl."
Wow.
Rob has been in this room right here by himself the entire time since he got down here. He just came out. And these boys have been standing there forever.
Wow, that phone shit, that's the weirdest thing I think I've heard about this
He
place.
kept it on his phone for a long time. And every time I'd have a group come down, I'd let them hear it.
That is wild. And it just sounded like a regular girl. I mean, wouldn't...
No, it wasn't a regular girl. I mean,
Like distant?
Distance.
Yeah.
Because every time we heard something downstairs, it was distant, like
Right,
it was
every
a
time
couple
you hear
miles
something
away.
Talking, it sounds like it's talking through a tunnel or something.
Now, the weirdest thing that ever happened to me in here is that jukebox.
Does it turn on by itself?
It's not in here no more. You get rid of it. Yeah, I wasn't even working here then. My husband was working on the equipment for Bobby. And I brought his lunch to him. And when I walked in the door, there was no music playing whatsoever. I walked all the way through the bar and went into the ballroom. And just as soon as I crossed over into the ballroom, the jukebox started playing.
Oh, my God.
And I asked him, I said, "What are you playing?" He says, "Donna, I'm not playing nothing that's unplugged." I walked over there and that jukebox was unplugged. It was going around and around like a record was on it. And the song that it was playing wasn't even on jukebox.
Oh, yeah, I remember them saying that.
Wow. I didn't hear that one. That one's creepy, too.
I left and I swore I'd never be back in here.
And here you are.
A week later, Bobby called me. I started asking if he's retarded.
It's unbelievable.
But me, myself, just from what I know of Bobby, I believe Bobby believes it, but he don't want nobody to think he does.
Right. Right.
Because I think he thinks it's going to hurt his image, hurt his club. But I told him, I said, "Bobby,
I think that would make it...
that's all they're coming for anymore."
I think that would really... Yeah, I think... I mean, he was even when they were Ghost Hunter guys were talking to him up by the stage,
Oh, I was here that night.
and the music
that
went
was
off,
the
or what?
weirdest thing I ever seen. I seen Bobby jump
Yeah.
and look around, and it was coming right out of that speaker up there. And
And it
there was no music in that speaker whatsoever.
I mean, they both turned around, jumped around like...
And Zach asked him, he says, "Now, Mr. Mackey, do you believe?" And
Yeah, he just kind of blew it off.
but he won't come in here by himself.
You tired?
He won't come in by himself.
I know, I am too. All right.